welcome to the Sue Clouse Show. Hi there, I'm your host, the Foolish Woman. My last video elicited responses that were interesting, very interesting, and some were well thought out, and I tried to engage in conversation with the one person on there, but they would have none of it, so I kind of just stopped responding because they would pick 3 words, focus on that 3 words, and then not answer anything else I said. So, okay, fine. I usually don't get big responses to my videos as far as comments. So that was interesting. So thanks, guys. That was an interesting exercise in futility, but okay. Hey! You know, I'm going the limit. You can stop riding up my butt now. What's new in the world? Oh, some of the same horrible stuff that always happens, I guess. Another disaster caused by, at least indirectly, by petroleum product, I guess. Not really. The PG&E San Bruno explosion was so horrifying. And I have friends that live within 10 miles of that sucker, and I'm like, just glad they lived 8 miles away from it. And, let's see. Iran released her anyway. When they finally realized you can't get blood from a stone. Oh, by the way, yeah, we're going to release her. We're going to release her. We're going to release her. Oh, by the way, we need $500,000 too. Ah, a little bait and switch. Bait and switch. Okay. Yeah, her family doesn't have it. What I'm wondering is, when are they going to let go of the other 2 guys? Yeah, that would be good, but, you know, I guess this was for health reasons, but I imagine their health is being impacted by this imprisoning too, and from what I hear, and don't quote me, when they were hiking, they were still on Turkish territory. That these soldiers from Iran came into Turkey and took them. So the whole thing's been bogus from the get-go. Oh, I'm not going to change lanes yet. No. We're doing a lot of work on this area, so, I mean, I'm all for getting work done. And this is part of the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, which means our roads, at least here, are better. Now, there's a road that needs to be better that hasn't been touched, but that's in another town. Anyway. What else? What else? I was looking into some things that I had heard about when Bush had the Iraq War start up and keep going, that it was never put on the budget, that it was always off the books. And I imagine that when Barack got in the White House, he put it on the books, and that's why they're saying, oh, there's a deficit. Well, it was created by a freaking couple of wars that were off the books. Off the books apparently means that these were allocations of money meant for emergencies and unforeseen circumstances. But Bush did it for, what, 6-7 years? 6 years. When Korea started up, the first couple of years were done that way, but after that, it was in the budget. World War II or Vietnam, well, probably both. First couple of years were done on an emergency basis with emergency money, and then put into the budget. But Bush never put into the budget. I don't think it was put into the budget. Either war was put into the budget until Barack got in, which I'm trying to be transparent here, people, but you know, you actually call a war, which that's another whole story, I guess. And then you get blasted for having a big deficit. Well, the deficit was caused by the previous administration. The deregulation of financial markets was done by the previous administration. Our country tanked because of the Bush administration. And now, in Illinois, the governor's race, not that I like any politician that much, but the Republican is accusing the Democrat of all the lost jobs, all the lost homes, and that's due to the recession, you twits, not because he's governor. There's a recession on! It's really a depression, except some people still have money, so I guess they can't call it a depression. And some people are still working. But then there was the headline over the weekend that more and more families are ending up in homeless shelters. Well, then that would indicate to me depression. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a commentator out here in the hinterlands on a really bad road right now, and I'm going to show you how bad this road is. You can tell how bad a road is by the way I'm riding, and bump, bump. Okay, now this is the one you really have to slow down for. That's in a road. This is a paved road. Well, it's still rough. And trucks come in and out of this industrial park every damn day. And University Park, the city of University Park, won't do a damn thing about it, even though I'm sure they're making some dollars from this freaking industrial park. It should be a 3-lane, you know, 2 with a turn, double paved, double thickness road for all the trucks. Our little cars, as we come in here, our suspensions are being tested. My suspension's being tested, I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, so that's world events. And oh, also, just to keep you updated on my life, my house had an attempted break-in over Labor Day weekend, and here we go again. They tried to get into my garage via a window of a 1930s house without replacement windows. Now, at least not there. The replacement windows aren't in the garage. And they tried to... The storm windows in those days were held in by just clips that you unclipped, put the storm out, put the screen in, and clip back. Well, that's fine if the window itself is in great condition. It wasn't. And the top pane of the window popped out of the top, fell, broke, probably cut at least one of them, and they left. If they would just leave me the hell alone, they wouldn't get hurt. You wouldn't have to go running when the alarm goes off. They could just leave me alone, right? Apparently not. So I phoned in a report, and the policeman came, and I showed them. And they said, well, just in case the detectives feel they can get some DNA, do you mind if they call you? And I said, no, that's fine. They can call me. So I'm like, guys, leave me alone, leave my house alone, leave my dog alone, leave my car alone, my mailbox alone, my property. I try and treat people the way I want to be treated. I leave them alone. That would seem to indicate, leave me alone, right? Apparently not. So, and I told the policeman last night, he was a young guy, I said, you know, I kind of whispered, I said, you know, I think some people think I have a lot of money because I have a big house. But all I've got is a lot of debt. It's a totally different thing. Oh well. So he kind of laughed, so that was worth it. Anyway, I will, I gotta get into work. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.